por la costa va, comandante de una escuadra cultural. Esta cosa porque no sabe leer, va dentro, socolando de ignorancia la región. Na 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 na, sabor, precio. Josefana va por la costa va, Laura. Va a llegar de su cómplice Manuel. Está ciego porque no sabe leer. Se va dentro de su mirada penetró, socolando de ignorancia la región. Na 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 na. Josefana va por la costa va. Se acabó.
It's the first time I've been here. Hello. And you were adding a few little decorations to the amplifier, weren't you? So, yeah, I'm Lachlan and this is Sue. We have a group called Jumping Fences and we play a mix of Latin American and original music. We have a very long and ongoing relationship with the Latin American community here in Brisbane. It's great to be able to share this here with you. And also, as Jorge said, we've taken our band to Cuba on a few occasions. So, but we're going to start with a song that we've just written. It's hot off the press. In these times when you need a bit of hope, when all the world seems a bit grim, we decided that we wrote this song called Hope Comes Knocking. Hope you like it.
And it's got a bit at the end that we really hope you join in with, which is just Hope Comes Knocking. And you can add any harmony you like to it, it will work, I promise.
Gentle breath for a peaceful
the sound of trouble pouring through the falling rain. I know that in these restless nights, one day you'll let me sleep again. Hope comes knocking at my door. Hope comes knocking at my door. Hope comes knocking at my door. Hope comes knocking at my Hope comes knocking, hope comes knocking, hope comes knocking at my door. Hope comes knocking, hope comes knocking, hope comes knocking at my door. Thank you for joining me. You were joining me. I can show you. You know them all.
And this song is called Loneliness and the Sea, or Solitude and the Sea.
En el campo de las olas encontré rumor de luz. Por un campo de gaviotas supe que ya estaba tú. Despidiendo últimamente todo lo que sucedió. Hoy saludo mi presente, promete mi adiós. Voy a navegar en tu puerto azul. Quisiera saber de dónde vienes tú. Vamos a dejar que el tiempo pare. Ve nuestros recuerdos en los mares y esta soledad tan profunda. En el campo de las olas me quisiera sumergir, embriagado en tu aroma, algo nuevo descubrir.
acabou. Já acabou.
Excellent.
This song we're just going to, this is another one of ours we wrote for all the changes that are happening around Woolloongabba in South Brisbane, and how a lot of things don't happen with consultation. So just when we were writing this song, I read the book called Ediblescapes. Has anyone read that? So the woman is an Aboriginal author, and her family comes from that area around Woolloongabba. As I was reading it, I didn't actually know, but there had been water holes in what was since filled in and became the Queen Street and the interior of the city, Stanley Street, and water holes around Woolloongabba where different tribal groups used to meet and play games, have events together and all sorts of things. And all of those things have sort of been taken away from our memory, I guess. If we weren't here, we wouldn't have known about them, and if we aren't connected to the people who live there, we wouldn't have known about them. So I happened to read that book, and it all fitted in with that very long history of how often change happens when you have very little participation in that. So this song is about that.
Já acabou. Outra lá. Outra lá.
Hay dos más, sí.
Outra.
Dos canciones. Gracias. Standing at the five-way, I shade my eyes from the glare of the sun. I watch So the campaign officially started, launched it last Saturday, and so this is the 5th year we've been doing it. And over the past 4 years we've raised, across Australia, a few other people have joined in as well, we've raised over $51,000, which was going to medical supplies in Cuba because the US blocks Cuba's ability to import medicines. So people are dying in Cuba due to want of medicines. Even though they have very skilled and a lot of doctors and good hospitals, they can't get certain things they need because of the blockade. But this year we've changed our fundraising because this is probably the most critical year that we've run the campaign. And as Jorge mentioned, the lack of access to oil has meant that there are rolling blackouts every day in Cuba. So a lot of people in their homes are cooking on firewood or coal that they can find. A lot of the hospital services, only the emergency departments have pretty well continuous access to electricity because of the generators they have. But things are in quite a critical situation, and so all our money at the moment for this campaign we're raising for a particular project. Other solidarity groups are raising for other energy projects, but the one that we've chosen is a community home for children without parents in the eastern end of the island, and we're aiming to set up a whole solar power system there, so by the panels, batteries and whatever else you need to build a solar system, but to look after that home, community home. So our goal is 10,000, and last week we're right now over $3,000. So we feel, and we've got another 7 weeks to go. So we feel like it's doable. So and we know that in these days people have got a lot of things to spend their money on, and a lot of people are active in a lot of different ways of solidarity, like around Palestine, for example. But Cuba, it's not a but, and Cuba is in need, not only for their own people, but because they're also very generous to the world. They send doctors and teachers around the world to the poorest places. So we need them in the world, and they need us right now. So if you'd like to join the campaign, we've got a link for you. Yes, thanks for listening.
And this song is not a Cuban song, it's from Uruguay, a song called Candombe Mulato. It's a song that talks about people's identity, saying, looking at in Uruguay, the mix of races, the African heritage, Spanish heritage, indigenous heritage, and it's a song about who we are, how we identify, but it also says, just remember that, people think better with a full stomach.
You like to stand and dance with us.
Otro maracas, por favor.
Yes. Good work. Please.
I want the other one as well.
Quisiera conquistar
So this is a piece written by Victor Jara, who's a Chilean musician who was martyred during the military coup in Chile in 1973. And we thought it was fitting as well because of all of the looming war that might be happening back in South America. In Cuba particularly is under threat at the moment from invasion by the USA. So we hope that it won't come to anywhere near what happened in Chile in 1973. So Rodolfo was playing an instrument which is it's basically a piece of bamboo with a few holes in it and has a notch cut out at the front. So it's called the, normally it's called the quena, it was a bit shorter, but this one is called the quenacho because it's a bit longer. That one is in D. So this song was written by a Latin American singer-songwriter called León Gieco, and it was actually made famous by another singer from Argentina called Mercedes Sosa. And it basically asks God about not being indifferent when you see injustices in the world,
Rauta de
not
bam.
being indifferent to death, not being indifferent to injustice, to having to turn the other cheek, to war, not being indifferent to war because it's a giant monster which steps very hard and smashes the innocence of the people.
Oiga.
Solo le pido a Dios que el dolor no me sea indiferente, que la reseca muerte no me encuentre vacío y solo sin haber hecho lo suficiente. Solo le pido a Dios que lo injusto no me sea indiferente, que no me abofete en la otra mejilla después que una garra me arañó esta suerte. Solo le pido a Dios que en la guerra no me sea indiferente. Es un monstruo grande y pisa fuerte.
Me cantará una canción, tendría que ser mi son revolucionario, es con pie, mano con mano, corazón a corazón, corazón a corazón, es con pie, mano con mano. Como se le habla a un hermano, si me quieres aquí estoy, ¿qué más te puedo ofrecer? Por continuar tu ejemplo, comandante compañero, viva tu revolución.
Si quieres conocer a Martí y a Fidel, a Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres conocer a Martí y a Fidel, a Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres conocer los caminos del Che, a Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres tomar ron pero sin Coca-Cola, a Cuba, a Cuba. Si quieres trabajar en la caña de azúcar, a Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres Martito te va el vaivén, a Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres conocer a Martí y a Fidel, a Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré.
Si yo a Cuba le cantara una canción, tendría que ser un son revolucionario, de cualquier mano con mano, corazón a corazón, como yo no toco el son, pero toco la guitarra, está justo en la batalla de nuestra revolución. Será lo mismo que el sol que hizo bailar a los gringos, pero no somos guajiros, nuestra tierra es la elección.
Y ahora,
Sí.
si quiere conocer conocer a Martilla Fidel. A Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres conocer los caminos del Che. A Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres tomar ron pero sin Coca-Cola. A Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres trabajar en la caña de azúcar. A Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. En un barquito se va al baile. A Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. Si quieres conocer a Martilla Fidel. A Cuba, a Cuba, a Cuba iré. coge tu mate, siempre adelante, llega silbando, coge tu mate. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go to Cuba from Australia. We love.
¡Hey! Buena esta, bombero.
Buen ejercicio. Necesito esto todos los días.
¿Cierto? Oye, pero bonito porque le estamos cantando.
Ajá.
¡Hey!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Very good.
Wow.
¡Hey!
Wow! Triple.
¡Hey!
Diablos.
And you cannot despise. Ah!
That's so much difficult with that thing.
Hey! Wow, nice.
That's so cool.
Hey!
Try again, try again. Yes.
Wow!
Excellent.
Hey,
Yes, yes.
very good.
You never tried that before. Oh,
Very good.
Hey, thank you.
well done.
Very good. Yeah, there you go. Good. All right, that's it. Can see you all. Smile. Yes, great. Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Me mandó una carta.
Last but not least.
Bravo!
Bravo.